Hey guys, we've been given this really special opportunity to both check out the 2021 5 Series and the pre-facelifted 5 Series right here, right next to us. As you guys can see, there's some really significant changes that BMW really has made to the exterior design of the 5 Series. We're going to take a full look at the two of them together and show you guys what's really big and different. So guys, here we are with the two 5 Series model. Over to our right, we have the pre-facelifted 5 Series, and this is the current facelifted 2021 5 Series. Both of these are 540i xDrive models, and this one does have the M Sport package, so it does look a bit more sporty, and this one is the regular specification without the M Sport package. So it's a little bit of a rough comparison between the two, but the main things I'm going to show you are the major differences that BMW has changed for 2021 across the entire 5 Series lineup. The main thing right here, as you guys can see, are the new headlights. Now, on the pre-facelifted 5 Series, you can see it has this circle design going on for the LEDs, and over to the left we do have these new L-shaped LED lights going on over here. So coming up and taking a closer look at these, you can definitely see the more dynamic design going on over here with these sculpted LED lights. I really love these, how they look in person. You definitely got to come and check them out in person, and of course they are full LEDs. Now over to our pre-facelifted 5 Series, we can see there are the halos still here. And you know, looking at the new one, these look old and cheap now. It's sad to say, but the new one does really look that much better. In my personal opinion, I don't know how you guys feel about that. Now, the next big thing that BMW has changed is the grills. So on the updated model, we do have a little bit larger of an opening for the kidney grills. It is more angular, as you guys can see, or there's more hard edges around the corners, and the slats are a bit more prominent, sticking out with like this curve coming out of them. I'm coming over to the pre-facelifted 5 Series. It has some of the older kidney grill design theme going on over here. You guys can see it's more of like that butterfly wing style with the kidney grills. It's more rounded, it's a bit more flared out, as you guys can see, and not as sharper and harder of the lines as you guys can see on the facelifted model over here. Now, something that is really interesting is these both do have the side air curtains. So if you guys come low over here, you can see the air curtain going around to the side. And this one also has that feature as well, so they continue that over. Now we also do still have the same two side air curtain pieces over here on this side, which help throw air out from the wheel wells and to the sides of the vehicles. Now, of course, to our left is an M Sport package. It's really more of an appearance package, so we do get these nice 19-inch M Sport wheels. This is a nice machine with gloss black finish, the big blue brake calipers with the M badges on there. And over to our right, we have a more traditional wheel style with regular brake calipers. It's much more the luxurious style for BMW. You can also see the differences now with the trim. So this one does have the shadowline trim. So you can see it has the gloss black going around the windows, and on this piece right here, on this side, you do have the regular silver trim. So you have the silver here, chrome, and of course going around the entire windows. Now coming around to the rear is another big update. For 2021, we have all new taillights, as I showed in my full review. So these new taillights, I personally really like these compared to the old ones. They're much more dynamic and bolder with this three-dimensional LED effect going on over there. I really do like these a lot. And coming over to the pre-faced model, you can see how the shape is pretty much the same overall, but the entire inner piece is completely different. Just a quick comparison right here, you guys can see. Yeah, they're totally different in the inside piece. It's almost as if BMW took this boomerang shape right here, enlarged it to the whole piece, and then made it an LED, full, big, bold LED. These look, now looking at the new ones, to me, look a little bit old. Some people do like this more traditional design though, which I completely and totally understand. Now on, of course, the lower bumper area, of course, this is the M Sport model again, so it has a bit more of a sporty and lower bumper area. We do have these trapezoidal exhaust tips that actually are the same, almost the same as these. Very similar shape, just this doesn't have the M Sport trim thing going on the lower end, which is something really cool to see. Now let's take a look at the engine bays of these two vehicles. Okay guys, now we're gonna take a look at what's under the hood. Now this new updated facelift version has a 3-liter twin power turbo. It's a twin scroll turbocharged straight 6 with a 48-volt mild hybrid system underneath the hood, and some of the bits are a bit more updated and nice. Now coming over to this side, the pre-facelifted model, we also have a twin power turbo 3-liter straight 6 without the mild hybrid powertrains. Now at a first glance under the hood, you can't really tell that much of a difference, but if you come over to the facelifted model, You can see all that blue wiring back there. That's for the 48-volt mild hybrid system. And then that's where your big difference is going on over there for that. Closing up the hood. The solid bunks in both cars. Awesome. Now let's show you guys some of the different interior features that BMW has done for these two models. Now another interesting thing to note is that this one isn't a 48-volt mild hybrid system and has the older exhaust system. This one has to comply with a lot new, a facelifted one has to comply with a lot of new European regulations, which they try to reduce a little bit in the US, but with an added mild hybrid system and some modifications for other markets, it doesn't sound as good as this one, which is completely, it may be turbo, but it still sounds really rich and raw. So let's hear the exhaust of the pre-facelifted 540i right now. So guys, let me know what you guys think sounds better, the 2021 facelifted 540i with the mild hybrid system on the 3-liter turbo straight 6, or just the 3-liter turbo straight 6 without the mild hybrid system and the previous generation exhaust system. So let me know down in the comments below. Okay guys, we're over with the pre-facelifted 5 Series, and now let's take a look inside. We're gonna open the door. This one has a much different color on the leather, definitely. This is a much brighter leather. I think this is the cognac leather, actually. And you can see this one has the older Sportline side sill and this cool 5 Series badge right there. This is actually interesting. This has the same trim as the facelifted model, which I'll show you guys right after this one. We're gonna take a hop inside. Beautiful seats going on over here. So hop inside, just tone down the AC a little bit so we don't deafen you guys. Shut the door. Now, on the inside, we're going to be able to see some of the changes BMW has made compared from this pre-facelifted model to the facelifted model over there to my right. Now, the big first thing is the infotainment system. This has the last generation, I think it's iDrive 6 infotainment system. This has a smaller 10.25 inch screen, I think it is. In the new one, we have a 12.5 or 12.3 inch display, which is much bigger. This one actually kind of like a little bit better. It's a little bit smaller than the facelifted version, and it's not as offensive, and it's almost identical to the same thing as the other one. This one also has wireless charging, your cup holders, a similar layout over here. I do think on the facelifted version, this piece is a little bit different. Otherwise, the trim's the same actually on the facelifted model. Just this one has a different color on the interior for the leather. Coming over to the steering wheel side, actually, we do have a different steering wheel design. Now, this is the non-M Sport model, right? So we don't have the M Sport steering wheel, so this is the non-M Sport steering wheel. And it's not as thick as the M Sport. It's still very soft, the leather still feels pretty premium. And I do like this center stitching going on the airbag cover, which is really nice to see. They do that on the M Sport one. And of course you do have your heated seat button as well, and paddle shifters right here, just like on the facelifted version. Now, another big change is that this screen, I believe, is bigger on the facelifted version. I might be wrong about that. I think this, though, I know the one on the facelifted is like 12.3 inches. This one might be like 10.5 inches or something. But yeah, those are different. I do think on the facelifted one, they included things like 3D navigation, a more upgraded 3D navigation and that type of stuff. This one also has a heads-up display as well, just like on the facelifted version, as you guys can see right there. Really cool. Some other minor changes is I think this piece is now gloss black on the facelifted version. This button's a little bit different. This one has, of course, your safety systems as well, all that cool stuff. This other one has that as well. Similar stuff going on here. Of course, this one also has the sunroof as well. Yeah, not much has changed on the interior, actually. It's a lot of the exterior changes that has been modified from BMW. So now let's go look at the facelifted model, and I'll show you guys what's different. Okay, guys, now let's take a look at the facelifted interior. Open the door. Now, I do have noticed that the door actually feels a little bit more premium in the quality of the door. And I do know this one does have that new Apple Car key integration. So if you have your iPhone, you have your key built into the phone, and like as if you're using Apple Pay, you double tap the side button, tap your phone right here, and the door can unlock just like that without using your key. Now, immediately coming on into the interior, the door panels are almost identical. It even has the same trim as the pre-facelifted model. But once you step inside, there are a bit more changes that we're gonna see right now. So coming inside, as this is the M Sport package, we do have the M Sport side sills right here, which are a little bit showy. And then immediately you can see the big difference is that massive display right there. Now this is a 12.3 or 12.5 inch display, and it also houses the new iDrive 7 system. So it's huge. It dwarfs the size of the other one. It's crazy. And this one, I'm pretty sure this is bigger too. It's a bit more of a widescreen on Live Cockpit Professional. And I don't know, I do like the old one and how it's much more integrated, I think, into the design of the interior. But this one it's so big. It just looks like it was shoved on there, like how Lexus did their new one. Thankfully, this doesn't have as big as bezels, but I don't know, it looks a little bit weird. It might take a little bit while to get used to it. This one does have a lot of nice ambient lighting going across here. You can't really see it right now because it's really bright out. But if you haven't noticed already, this is the exact same trim combo that's in the pre-facelifted version that's right over there. This piece is a little bit different, I believe, compared to the pre-facelifted version. And as you can see down here, all of this is now gloss black, as within the pre-facelifted one, this piece is in like a soft touch plastic, and these pieces are in soft touch plastic. So they did change this a little bit. This one also has wireless charging with your cup holders, and inside we also have a USB-C port, just like on the pre-facelifted version. And yeah, so other than that, we do have the M Sport steering wheel. This is the M Sport package. I do really like the steering wheel. The leather is much more grippy, I feel like, and the diameter of the wheel is much thicker, so you have more of a grip when you're going around corners and stuff and all that. I do like this center piece is also stitched with leather, and this is a nice aluminum trim going around. What I don't like, and this goes with the other one too, is this font over here. I have never liked this font on the new BMWs. It looks like something out of GM, so I wish they would change that. Yeah, and I also don't like this big thick piece down here. It's a personal preference thing. Everyone's gonna think different, but I wish this was a little bit thinner, like the previous generation 5 Series M Sport steering wheel. That was one of my favorite, with the circle centerpiece. I'm gonna impose that image right there to show you guys, because I really do love that generation steering wheel. Other than that, the interiors are pretty much the same, other than these two screens and tiny little details. I think this button's a little bit different too. I think this one actually has less features than the other one. I'm pretty sure it does for this, but of course this one can be upgraded with like level 2 autonomous driving, which I don't think the other one can. And the gesture controls are a bit annoying right there. But yeah, so these are just some of the minor changes on the interior. It hasn't changed that much, to be honest, but yeah. Let's go back outside real quick. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this review of the 2021 5 Series right here. Again, this is the 540i xDrive model, and we are over at BMW of Ridgefield in Ridgefield, Connecticut. If you guys are looking to buy a new BMW or have any interest in any of the new BMW products, definitely go give them a check out on their website, or if you live in the area, come check them out in person. Now, we did check this one out, and we also compared it to the last pre-facelifted 540i xDrive as well. So make sure to check that video out as well. And also make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. I'm at Allcarnews. You can find us everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting us, and stay tuned for more.